It's 7 o'clock. We're going to call the meeting to order. I'm Sue Oki. I'm co-chair of the Wetlands Commission. John Ladotti is out tonight. So I'm going to be running the meeting. Bear with me. We're going to have actions on the minutes of April 10th. Does anyone want to make a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of April 10th.
Okay.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. The minutes are passed.
You have to ask for abstentions.
Next day. Abstentions. No, because everyone was here. Okay. That's done. Okay. Next, on to consideration of applications from the public hearing from last month. The first one, 37 Hartford Avenue. The public hearing is closed. Tonight, we're going to take a vote on it. We're not accepting any more documentation, any discussion, so it's up to the commission.
Excuse me, I just want to say, Josh Leahy, who was representative for Vessel Technologies, is traveling. His flight was delayed because of the weather, so he is not unable to be here. Please accept his apologies.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, would anyone like to make a motion on Vessel?
I would.
Okay, Fred?
I'm going to read it.
Okay.
The motion states, and there are 4 different divisions here. First, the application by Vessel RE Holdings LLC and Vessel Technologies Incorporated is incomplete, and that it does not reflect approvals of the septic system by the Farmington Valley Health District and the Connecticut Department of Public Health. Without these approvals, the Commission cannot determine whether the plans and calculations that have been submitted are accurate and final, nor can it make an appropriate finding as to the amount of nitrogen or other discharges from the system into the ground. Secondly, the application anticipates discharges of nitrogen into the environment and eventually into the wetlands in excess of 7 milligrams per liter, which the Commission's expert has testified leads to adverse changes in the vegetative composition and species dominance within the wetland, constituting a reasonable probability of unreasonable pollution of the public trust in the air, water, and other natural resources of the state. The introduction of nitrogen is both intentional and avoidable. The wetlands should not be purposely be used for nitrogen removal from a septic system due to the adverse changes it causes. The applicant has not sufficiently evaluated the continuous seep of water from the hillside into which its effluent will leach at the location delineated by Wetlands Flag 7. The applicant has failed to evaluate the feasible and prudent alternative of connecting to the public sewer. In fact, the applicant has provided questionable information to the Commission regarding the distance from the site to the public sewer, as well as the feasibility of installing a sewer line in the state highway right-of-way. For the foregoing reasons, I hereby move to deny the application of Vessel RE Holdings and Vessel Technologies Incorporated for a permit for regulated activities in connection with the development of a 42-unit apartment building and associated improvements at 37 Hartford Avenue.
I'll second that.
Okay. We have a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? So moved.
Bye-bye.
Okay, next on the agenda, 233 West Granby Road, Katie and Ballantyne, permit application to construct a 24 by 24 carport, 18 by 30. Guys.
You can say we here.
Yeah, same, I'm just kidding. That's what they're
Yeah. Go ahead, Sil. Okay. Oh, where am I? Permit application to construct the 24 by 24 carport, 18 by 36 above-ground swimming pool, 12 by 10 gazebo, and rear deck within a regulated area. The public hearing was closed on March 13th, 2024. Cameron, do you have anything to say about this?
Sure. So we've kind of gone back and forth, myself and the applicant, and I met with her and Abby today and discussed the grading, the catch basin, and the plantings. That will, I believe they have a little narrative that was included, or they will be presenting. I can't remember if we put it in here, but so. In your little packet of photos, you can see they've done the planting needed for the restoration, thank you. Yeah, so they've done the planting needed for the restoration within the silt fenced area. The second photo is the slope coming down. It's being retained by the silt fence, and we discussed possible maintenance needed for that in the future, but right now it's functional. And then the third photo is where the curtain drain is being proposed to outlet. So this photo was taken near West Granby Road, the road itself, looking from the front of the house towards the back of the house. So this is that front right corner of the house where that's being proposed to discharge from. Yeah, I don't think Cadian's here, but so.
Well, last time you said that we were supposed to only do.
Yeah. So the curtain drain in this this response to the outstanding items, the curtain drain will daylight approximately 50 feet from the left corner of the house. So that's that corner shown in the photo. So approximately 50 feet from that corner, there will be fabric on the end of the pipe with some riprap and stone placed at the end to stabilize the outlet. And we just had gone a little bit back and forth to clarify, and the applicant was saying that the drain pipe will not be connected to the catch basin, and that will be located on or that is located on the corner of Day Street and Route 20. So there's a little bit of confusion on that at the last meeting, but they're saying that, you know, it's going towards the catch basin is what they meant, and it's not being directly connected into the catch basin. Yeah. I don't think there's a specific reason, but just their thought was they'll have it daylight sort of in a wooded area within the yard. So it's just being taken away from the house. And I think they, you know, need DOT tie-in anyways for that. So, yeah.
There's riprap at the end of the, where the pipe comes out.
That's being proposed. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do when you get really heavy rain and riprap washes away?
Mhm.
Yeah.
A mess.
Yeah, depending on
That's
what
why-
flows they see.
I think I was the one that brought it up about going into the catch basin. I think that's wise to do that.
Is going in within, how far is it going to be from the catch basin? Do we know?
I believe the approximate distance was going to be, 50 feet from the house. And so then I think it's got, you know, depending on exactly the angle, it's probably got around 30 to 40 feet to the catch basin.
Yeah.
That's halfway.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah. I think,
Cameron,
yes.
the list that you made for our last meeting, were you satisfied with the responses you got? And the questions
Yeah.
were all answer to your satisfaction?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
And so the other point was about the grading. That was answered. So currently it's in rough grade. They're going to be placing 2 to 3 inches of topsoil and then doing the work, including, the gazebo, the deck and the pool and everything. And then they're going to apply seed, and during construction, they're going to be maintaining the silt fence that's already put up and being maintained. So that's the proposed plan. And, I said that that's fine because we just didn't have really any grading information. And so that, them saying 2 to 3 inches of topsoil across the board to make it pretty level and not really change the existing grade, I think that's acceptable.
And is this something that we're going to have to watch?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
We're going
So
to have a motion to watch it for the next 6 months.
I think it's in
Yeah.
in the letter, it says that we'll be notified with erosion controls being removed and all that stuff in the
Right.
draft letter. so-
yeah,
Yeah.
unless you wanted to specifically call out inspections on a very specified schedule. Otherwise, I or somebody else from the town can go and inspect it, regularly, semi-regularly, depending on
Right.
sort of phase of construction,
Just because of
and
the
weather
past.
and, yeah,
Issues that we've had.
right, yep.
'Cause-
And, granting the permit, I just want to clarify, does not prevent, the commission or myself from issuing any sorts of enforcement actions that may be needed in the future.
Right.
So, yeah, they're still subject to that. And then sort of on top of that, if they're not maintaining erosion controls or something, that's a permit violation. And, that's something that the commission would be able to pursue if need be.
So if we just made a motion and approved it without the second motion to watch it, it would still be,
Yeah, if the commission wants to approve it, yeah.
We could prove it with the draft letter.
Yep.
That
Right.
set it out
Yeah.
and the other things filled in.
Yes.
Yeah.
thanks.
I'll make a motion to approve it with the draft letter to the owner, Katie Valentine.
Is there a second?
Second.
Opposed? Abstain? All in favor?
I just wanted to mess
Did I do
this up.
that? I did. It's okay.
Okay.
We'll get better at this. All right, next is permit requests. 147 Loomis Street, Sue Oki, permit application to demolish an existing 36 by 24 agricultural barn and rebuild a new 40 by 36 agricultural barn within a regulated area. I obviously abstain.
All right, so, yeah, we were discussing a little bit, I believe, the last meeting, but the barn is currently housing farm animals and used for hay storage. The expansion will provide more storage and housing, so not a use change of any sort. And silt fence is now being proposed. Otherwise, I didn't really have any issues with the plan. The applicant will update the plan to include silt fence, that's on there, and the location of a dumpster to be placed for excavated soil, which will then be, I believe, hauled off. Is that correct? Yep.
My representative is here.
Okay. So, yeah, that's also been shown on the plan, and I just wanted to mention, it would be good if, depending on how the rest of the commission feels, I think it'd be good to have some sort of covering on that dumpster before it, gets removed, and kind of, as it's sitting there, just to prevent wind from picking up the soil and spreading it around.
I'd like to make a motion to grant the permit request with the conditions outlined in the draft letter.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Okay.
Cruising.
Hey, Lord, okay. Don't. Next is 9 Clemens Spring Road, J. Weber, permit application to construct a new single-family home with associated improvements and a wetland crossing within a regulated area.
Yeah, so this is a new application. I believe this is the receive date,
Oh,
so,
okay.
yeah, it's not something to vote on tonight.
Awesome.
But, so it's a proposed single-family home. This is part of the Clemens Spring subdivision, so it was previously permitted already, but they have I guess, for lack of a better word, a substantial plan change. And so they're coming for a new permit. So the single-family home includes an intermittent stream crossing for the driveway. I had a meeting on February 14th when they were still preparing the materials for this application to discuss with the developer. A wetland crossing, again, is proposed for the driveway and the intermittent stream. The adjacent driveway and lot are already in existence and previously were approved with a shared driveway. It's my understanding that the current owner of that house that's either already finished or is in the process of being built, I can't remember if it was finished, but the owner of that house does not want to have a shared driveway. And so hence the plan change to have a separate crossing for the stream and the wetland. And it's just the driveway that's in the crossing. Otherwise, I believe the house itself is outside of the 100-foot buffer, but within, or I should say upland review area, but within the 200-foot upland review area of the stream, but just outside that 100-foot. So, pretty good distance away. It's just the driveway that I was a little concerned about. Oh, you are here.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. So, yeah, if you want to come up and give a little bit of information.
I'm Brian Deno from Deno Land Surveying, here to speak on behalf of the Webbers, the applicants. I assume, yes, we are going to have a public hearing, so we can go over all of that later. But just to clarify, it's not that we want to build our own driveway. The developer went bankrupt, paperwork didn't get done, so we have no rights to the driveway next door. So this is our only point of access. We spoke with the neighbor next door. She moved her house forward. She doesn't want another car coming up her driveway with the light shining right in her house. So she said, we have rights to the electricity, but we don't have rights to use the road. That's why we're asking for this crossing.
Thank you for the clarification.
I mean, that's otherwise we wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
We would use the driveway.
So the only concern that I really had personally was with the driveway was so at the intermittent stream crossing that's proposed, so you have silt fence proposed alongside the road, and then it kind of flares out away from the road for the stream, understandably. But I'm just thinking, the construction entrance is down at the end of the driveway at Clemens Spring Road, and so vehicles, coming in and out can be tracking dirt and mud and everything. And I think just if you armor just that little bit of the slope right off the driveway after it's been put in, and vehicles are coming in and out for the home build itself, if you could armor the slopes to just give a little bit of extra stabilization, a little bit of erosion control. Yeah, yep, something like that I think would be good.
So I think we should have a public hearing on.
I don't know that, a public hearing is strictly necessary unless, the commission or the public feels otherwise. But, this is still the receipt date of the application, and so the commission, bound by the state, can't render a vote one way or the other on it until the next meeting.
Right.
So,
You want to give a presentation now, or
yep.
maybe
It's up to you, it's
decide
fine.
You want to do it?
You can give us a
Can you put the plans up?
Can I ask a question? Didn't this come before us a couple of years ago? When it,
I came before you for the lot next door.
Yeah.
That crossing had already been installed. The crossing was installed, but they had backfilled everything with wood chips. And the permit had expired because it had been more than 5 years.
Yeah.
So to construct the house, she had to come renew her permit.
right.
But this would be a new permit because this is a different impact. It's not renewing a permit because this is a new crossing.
Okay.
So what we have is about a 7-acre site that's actually the furthest off the road, off of Clement Spring Road. There's a common drive that serves 10 lots. We come up out of the woods, and that's a big sandy knoll up there. We have a 4-bedroom septic system that's been approved by Farmer Valley Health District, a house that's outside of the 100-foot review area for the wetlands, but as he said, within the 200-foot setback for streams. Our driveway, if you go to the next sheet, the driveway will show where it crosses the stream.
And everyone, has the paper plans in front of them.
Yes.
You have.
And there's a crossing there. We do show that it's being a permanent wear course in the end. That was something I discussed with Kate before you came aboard, that she wanted something that wouldn't allow small particles going to the stream when it rained. The new applicant is proposing to pave the driveway the entire way, but we can put stone and ornament on the crossing per your recommendation, and I can show you that on the plans. It's a small crossing. The stream does dry up in the summer. We use two 30-inch pipes to keep it as low as we can. So we cut back on the fill to cross it to keep that low. And the driveway pretty much follows the grade of the existing ground all the way till we're outside of the 100-foot review area of the wetlands. We'll protect the site with a constructed entrance pad. We have silt fence up and down both sides. And as just discussed, we'll add some wattles and ornament in the area of the crossing to protect that. And all the rest of the work is a field. It's actually a park field in woods. And it'll be served by septic system that's been approved and a private well. And the power actually is in place, as you can see, at the very top of this sheet, at the end of the existing gravel drive right there. And we'll bring it through the woods. There's an old woods road there that will be brought to the house site.
Okay.
Any questions, I'd be happy to answer.
Anyone have any questions?
I just had one other question. So you kind of touched upon that the driveway, maybe part of it will be paved and then the other part maybe something else.
They plan on paving the whole thing.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. So, yeah, I think that would be beneficial, just
That's the best
for everybody.
For everybody,
Yeah.
yes.
Yep. Okay. So, I don't really have any other questions or concerns. Yeah. Oh, and then just to clarify, I think we had discussed this on February 14th, but, or whatever day it was in February. The two culverts that you're proposing, that's the same that's underneath the other
Yes.
driveway? Yes.
The same drainage area, same.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good.
Sit on this till next month.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Next, we have request for review, RFR 142R and 186 K Street. Matt Yard, RFR to conduct timber harvesting within a regulated area. Do we have a representative here?
I'm back there.
You want to come up to the podium?
Sure.
Thanks. Do you want to state your name and address, please?
Yep, so I'm Matt Yard, owner of Cedar Ridge.
Address is 100 Red Oak Hill Road in Farmington.
And you are proposing,
Yeah, just kind of give us
Yeah, give us an
a
overview.
breakdown of.
Yeah, so
of the
basically
whole application.
pretty much as what I thought was a simple timber harvest. One stream crossing, staying 150 feet away from all the wetlands. Tracking pad we're going to install with geotextile fabric. Tracking pad's around 250 feet long, just to get us off enough for trailer access and everything. Basically, that's all. I mean, we're kind of a simple breakdown is just that we're going to be going in there, thinning out the lower grade wood, trying to make some light for some oak regen. And yeah, that's it really.
yeah, this,
Okay, yeah, and so you were planning to remove, I believe in the application, you just gave some examples of beeches, hemlocks, oaks, and maples, and thinning out weak and dying trees to
Yep.
reduce competition.
Yep.
And so you said that's going to be mostly for oak regeneration
Yeah.
is the purpose?
Yep.
Okay, got it.
Yep.
And just because you're applying for the exemption under section 4.1A of the regulations, I just want to make sure there's no plans to construct permanent roads or structures of any sort.
No.
Okay, and then no buildings being constructed not related to the operation, no relocation of watercourses with continual flow, filling or reclaiming of wetlands or watercourses, no clear cutting of timber except for the expansion of agricultural cropland, no mining of topsoil, peat, sand, gravel, or other material from wetlands or watercourses for the purpose of sale.
Nothing.
Okay, figured.
okay.
Um,
Can't do anything because it's an aggregate.
You have to rule it exempt. But, so I just had one other question then. So for the stream crossing.
Yep.
So you're proposing, I'm trying to remember the term again, but you're proposing some logs up to and past, or
Yeah, so
what's the
we'll-
proposed crossing gonna look like?
So basically, yeah, what we do is we install timber mats in the widest section. We put logs coming to it and logs leaving the other side. That way, as we're approaching, there's no, chance of mud or anything getting onto the timber mats and then getting into the water. So, and then obviously when we're done, we just pull everything out.
Yep. Okay. And how many, I understand it can look a little different when you're out there, but how many are you, approximately proposing to be past the banks? for the
As far as
crossing?
timber mats or logs? Timber mats,
Yeah,
I'm thinking 4 for this.
Okay.
Because in the summertime, it's
Yeah,
very low impact.
yep,
It's not real wide. So I was thinking 4 timber mats and then, some logs on each side. So roughly 30 feet,
yep, okay.
25,
Gotcha.
just to be safe. So I think,
Yeah, yep, sounds good.
get
Yeah,
anything
standard
close.
practice,
Yep.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
How many of these are there going to be?
What's that?
How many of the,
4 timber mats.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's an as of right. So what do we do with it?
You would ask if, anyone wants to make a motion to that effect, that, it's ruled,
Finding
as of
exempt.
right. Yeah, finding exempt, under section 4.1A of the, Granby Inland Wetlands and Watercourses regulations.
Would anyone like to make a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Yay.
What he said, huh?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Moved.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Cooking with gas, guys. It's good. Okay, last one. The last one is you. Agent
Oh, yep.
report and correspondence,
All right.
371 North Granby Road. I'll keep quiet on this one.
Yeah, so 371 North Granby Road, that's the small engine repair facility, and we recently granted them permit modification to expand their 35 by 50 foot outdoor storage area to 70 foot by 50 foot. So my understanding is that that application then went to planning and zoning and was denied. So it's still approved by wetlands, so that's not, if they're still within that area, that's not something wetlands really has too much of a say in. But Abby said that she will be, Abby Kenyon said that she will be conducting inspections and kind of working with the people out there to get them into compliance and fit within that old storage area of 35 by 50 foot to come into compliance with the planning and zoning regulations. And so
So it's off our plate and on there.
for the time being, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Abby.
Okay.
And then let me just see if I had anything else.
I'm not gonna know what to do with ourselves. We'll be out of here before 9.
Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I think that's about it for me. But I did want to let the commission know that I have actually taken another job, and so I will. Yeah, I'm sorry to be leaving you, but I will be. So I will sort of stay on as an agreement with the district. I'll be staying on sort of part-time, and I'll still be coming at least to the very next meeting. And then possibly another meeting or two thereafter, depending on how long it takes for them to hire somebody else at the district to fill the role here in Granby, and then also in Bolton, where I'm the wetland agent there. Yeah, but for the time being, I will be remaining as the wetland agent for Granby and for Bolton, and we'll just kind of be doing that after my regular work hours, and then on weekends for inspections and those sorts of things. And yeah.
You mentioned the district and the district points.
Because we borrow him.
Yeah. So so I work for the North Central Conservation District currently, and there's an agreement with between the town and the district to provide wetland agent services, and so I'm the one providing that role from the district to the town. Yep. And so they'll be hiring somebody.
Wasn't aware of that.
Yeah. Yep. And so they'll be hiring somebody to fill that role. Same position, same
That's why
role.
we were really lucky we got someone so quick after Kate.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your replacement won't be a direct hire for the town. It'll be, okay.
Correct.
It'll be the same arrangement.
It'll be another
Yep.
borrow from the district,
Okay.
right, Abby? Maybe?
Yes, that's what I know now.
Yeah.
We'll miss you.
I'll miss you.
Thank you.
Abby, is that the way it's always worked through the district?
No. Years and years ago, we did have a contract with the district, but that was long before I got here. And then Kate was an independent consultant. And then when she left, we were exploring options, and that's when we went back to the district.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it was Dave Askew was the previous agent who was employed by the district and served the town, yeah. And I think he lives in Granby currently still, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
On that depressing note, does anyone make a motion to adjourn? It's what?
Well, you have commissioner reports, correspondence.
That was it.
You already did it.
Well, I have a comment.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to, with this vessel and everything, wanted to really put my hand up to the people in the town who came forward. Mark Gottlieb, Flanagan's, Mr. Meyer, the Everleys, all people who were very knowledgeable and testified and came forward. That was extremely helpful. So I just want to say thank you to them.
Thank you for doing your job and standing up.
The long one.
Representing the townspeople.
And you know what, Fred? We went out a few days after, I think it was like 4 days it hadn't rained. We went out to the property on Saturday. And that water, I took video of it, and I was amazed to see how much it was gushing from that property right across the road into the swamp area.
Yeah.
It was that fast, and it hadn't rained for 4 days.
Yeah. Well, that's why I took those videos. same
That's-
reason.
yeah, I did too.
They showed the same thing.
Yep.
Fred, well done, statement, that's
Very nice.
spot on. That's
Yeah,
great.
very articulate.
Yes.
Thank you.
The
Vote on our-
the thing that disturbed me the most was that they had never done a project with a
With a
septic
septic,
system
right.
before.
Exactly.
And that, and I don't know, but my inclination would be to think that it would cost less to connect to an existing pipe than to do all the work, you know, to put in the tanks and the piping and to maintain it on a regular basis, but I don't know that. That'd be my first.
Let's not hold our breath.
Thank you,
They
Doc.
may come back. So,
Oh,
Thank
we'll
you.
be here.
We'll be ready.
We got a good twist coming, we'll see.
Yes.
thank you, everyone. That was a long road.
And we made sure we got back up.
Okay, now, can I make a motion, or can someone make a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
Seconded?
Yeah.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, that was.